All right, so how are your mirrors?
They're good.
Now, you don't need to be looking like that. I mean, you need to be able to be straight as far as look at your mirrors to be, as far as it probably is good because you're probably going to be, you'll drive like your same height as I do. So it's pretty much set to what I like. So it's probably, but let's test it. Let's show you how they do it. Push the left.
Oh.
See how it functions?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I like this one.
All right, and it also goes up and down as well. All right, so get it to where you like it, so it's comfortable for you. And then you lock it back. Just go ahead and do the same with the right. Go ahead and just do the right one. Okay. This is very important as well. This is your rear view mirror. This helps you to see in the back. Now, with this automobile, because of your not height, this can also be a blind point. I'm going to tell you why. Because of your height. Now, if you were shorter, it'd be a different story. Because we're tall, we're going to look at this to see what's behind us. And so we'll know how to navigate between if someone is speeding up or something like that, and we're like, okay, why are they speeding? You'll know if you need to get over into another lane so they can go by you, okay? So you know what's coming behind you. If you need to get over, you can see what's behind you before you get over. You see what's behind you here, and then you also check your points. This is a blind point, meaning where this is situated, where it's actually positioned. If a car was coming that way, you really couldn't see it because sometimes where it's situated, because this rearview mirror is blocking your view as far as in that direction. So a lot of times when you're driving, I've had instances where I've had people, and then see people like, oh wow, I'm glad I looked. I wouldn't have seen that person walking, or wouldn't have seen.
So you have to actually.
Yeah, you want to make sure you can see everything, have good viewership. This is actually in a bad position, especially for a tall person. This rearview mirror, okay. Your blind spots are always, these areas where you have that bar, those bars that connects the door, the front door and back door. That's a blind section. This is a blind section, and then that area back here where you have the design, that's a blind section. As well. Even though they have that little mirror, that little window right there to minimize your blindness, it's still a blind section.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to really make sure that you're take every caution available to make sure you look through the mirror, look there, even if you have to go over, if you have to look over, while you control the automobile to make sure that you have that blind section covered. All right? Okay, so now we've discussed all of the most important things, about the automobile as far as the car and everything else. What we'll do now is, okay, so, all right. So the next thing we're going to do now is to get ready to drive. We need to make sure our seatbelts are on. And we are going to make sure your doors are locked. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go out into this direction. We're going to make a right, go to the yield sign. You know what a yield sign means?
Like caution because there's cars that are coming.
Yeah, proceed. It's not a complete stop, but however it is, sometimes you may have to stop at a yield sign because maybe a lot of cars coming. But if there's not many cars coming, you look both ways and everything and then proceed. You don't necessarily have to come to a complete stop. but you do want to take caution at a yield sign. And sometimes you do have to take a complete stop on a yield sign. Depends on how much traffic it is. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out take a right out of the driveway, go to the yield sign. However, with you're going to make a complete stop.
Yeah.
Put your left signal on, because we're going to take a left out here into the direct traffic. All right. So let's put our feet on the brake. Push the brake. Okay. Take your right hand and go to drive. Okay. All right. Slowly take your foot off of the brake, and we're going to take a right. And don't put your foot on the gas. You don't have to put your foot on the gas.
Oh.
Take your breather. It's okay. Okay. So we get up to a certain point. We're going to look to our left, and then we're going to take a look to our right. We have no traffic coming, right?
Right.
Okay. So because the gas helps you pick up speed, the way we're going, we don't need much speed, right? Okay. So just take your foot off the gas and begin to, let's wait until this car to, yeah. So what are they doing? Okay. All right. So let's put your foot on the let's take your foot off the brake, and let's turn to the right. Turn. Good turn. Good turn. Okay. All right. Come to the brake. You wanna slow down on your brake. You don't have to push it too quick. Your brakes work very great. All right. So go, take your foot off the brake a little bit, and just so you can see in both directions. You can go up a little bit more. All right. So we have a sidewalk here as well. If there was a pedestrian who was trying to come across, we wouldn't want to come up too close to the sidewalk. Let them pass by on the sidewalk. That's the courteous thing to do, unless they insist on you going ahead and proceeding forward. Okay? You want to let your pedestrians go first. All right? Okay, let's go up a little bit more. Okay, come to your brake. All right, now we're about to turn left, so that means what we need to do.
The left blinker.
Okay, put your left signal on. Okay, so we look to your left. Always look to your left first. Look to your right. Look to your left again. All right, now you can proceed over to the take a left. Push your gas a little bit. Okay. Thank you. All right. Push your gas. You can give it a little gas. Stabilize it. Okay. You always look for your speed limit in this area. Normal residential speeds. Sometimes it could vary. Sometimes it could be 10. Sometimes it could be 15. Normally it's about 25 miles per hour. All right. So this is your area here. Let's go around. Let's keep on around to the stop sign. We're gonna go. You can give it gas. All right. So now we know we're approaching the stop sign, right? So we let our foot off the gas and slowly press down the brake. Great brake. Great brake. You're getting better. Okay. So here is a three-way stop sign. This is a three-way stop sign. If you get to the stop sign the same time as the person to your right gets to the stop sign, they have the right of way. They go first. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow all these people to do what they need to do. All right. So we're just going to tell them to come on. And then we're going to tell this lady to go ahead and do her thing because she's waiting on because we got here first. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to proceed through the stop sign. Keep on around. Keep straight. can give it a little bit more gas. Just stay at about 15 miles per hour. Look, always look in your rearview mirror as well while you're driving. Your rearview mirror. Look at your mirror. Make sure just to kind of check and see what's coming on behind you, as well. So right now we're great. We don't see any people. We don't see any dogs. We don't see any cats. We don't see. You're doing good. Good job. So speed limit here is what? 25. Okay, we're at 15, so we're good. Now there is also an occasion where people, you can go too much below the speed limit, and that's against the law as well. Now we have a slight drive. You have a slight, So we're gonna look at. You're good. I'm just saying we have a slight hill. We were going down the hill, so we were speeding up a little bit. All right, so you make sure you look at all your surroundings. You have a park over here as well. So what could happen at a park? A ball could come out. So we want to make sure we see anything if any people are playing or whatever else, we want to take a look at. We're very clear. The wind is not blowing too hard. It's not raining. The leaves are not blowing too hard to interfere with our viewership, of the automobile and our driving. You're doing excellent. Okay, let's make a right. Turn your right signal on, not your brakes. Turn your right signal on. Okay, make a right. Okay. Now, ideally, okay. See how your right signal went off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So ideally, let's pause for a second. Ideally, if you knew that, I should have told you that ahead of time, so you know where you're going, so you could have turned on your right signal a lot earlier. So if you know where you're going, make sure you turn on your right signal much earlier, at least a block away. All right. Let's proceed. Great job. Now, wait. Before you proceed off in doing that, what you want to do also is to because see, some people behind you may not know what you're doing because you don't have your hazard lights on. So ideally, what we would have wanted to do is when we were stopping like this in the lane, we want to put our hazard lights on. All right, your hazard light, this is here. All right, so then we get ready to go again. So the person behind us is a courtesy so that they won't smash into us, and we're doing our part as a responsible driver as far as using the hazard light. Okay, so here we want to disengage the hazard light. Look in your rearview mirror. Do you have anyone behind you?
No.
All right, look in your left. Look in your right. Is it clear to proceed?
Yes.
Let's proceed. So you have two different cars that are parked over here in these areas. So we want to make sure we get enough room to, because see, what if someone got out of the car and they didn't see us and they opened the door in front of us? You're too close to this. You're too close to those automobiles. You're not allowing enough room for them to open their car. You want to allow enough room, okay? All right. Always remember that. Even if a car's on the side of the road, someone may not see you, and they come out and swerve, and then when you try to miss, you may run into someone or break their car, or you'll hurt someone will get hurt. You're doing real good. Now we're going up a hill. So remember, we want to keep stable at between 15 and 25 miles per hour. We have this curve. Okay, perfect. All right. Good control of the automobile. Doing a real good job. All right. You got a hill. Remember, you got to look at your speed. You got to look at your speed. You got to look at your speed. Speed and turning all at the same time. Okay?
All right.
I didn't tell you to stop, but you're good. I just wanted you to make sure you got to do multiple things at the same time. Okay? That's a great move that you did. You let that car go around first before you went around. That's perfect. That's showing courtesy and responsibility as a good driver. All right.
Which way are we going?
We're gonna make a left. We're gonna go back to where we started. Now we have a stop sign. Okay. Now if you notice, this stop sign does not say, doesn't have like an all way, don't have a four way or anything. It's a stop. So, because you're the only person stopping, it's not their responsibility to stop, because they have the right of way. You're going out into already ongoing traffic. All right. So we have cars coming this way, and see, that's kind of a blind area right there. So we want to make sure we go up enough to where we can see around that other truck and car as well. So that means let's go up a little bit more and come to another stop. Okay, come to a stop and look as far as you can look. Okay, so you're good that way. Look back to the right again. Look back to the left. All right, now proceed forward to your left-hand side. Hold on a second. Look. See how quick that was?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we always have to pay attention. Now, can we proceed?
Yes.
You can look to the right again, look to the left again. Now we can proceed. We've had some good obstacles to happen today.
Yeah.
Okay.
You straight or?
Gonna keep straight.
Stop sign's coming ahead. That's what that means, right?
That's what it means. Awesome. Great job. Okay. Perfect. All right. So this person here, they're gonna see. She should have turned on the signal to show where he was going. Where he didn't do that. So you're gonna proceed forward. They should have had a signal showing they were going left or right. They didn't do it because they weren't keeping straight, because they couldn't have kept straight. And you can get a ticket for that, for not doing that, not turning on your signal lights.
Straight.
We're gonna take a right. You're gonna start slowing down. Put your signal on. Okay. All right. Now I am going to throw a challenge in here for a second. We're gonna back up into this particular driveway.
All right.
Okay. So you have a car. You have a car right here. All right. We're gonna back up into that driveway.
Okay.
Okay. So how are you gonna handle that?
Pull in this driveway, then back in.
You can do that. That's too easy. Let's go from right here and back in. Driveway. Can you do that from where it is right now?
No.
Okay. So, because you have this truck here. Now, if the truck wasn't here, yeah, it'd be easier to do, but that truck is here now. All right. So anything behind you?
No.
Okay. Your foot is on the brake. Let's put your foot, let's go into reverse real quick. Okay. We're going to back up just a little bit because we need to get on the side of this truck. We need to get on the side of the truck and then back up. You looking back? Okay. Put your foot on the brake. All right. Get back in park. No, I mean, excuse me, not park, to drive. Now we need to get further over. Is anything looking behind you?
No, nothing's behind me.
Okay. Need to go over to that side of the truck.
To the left?
To the left of the truck. Right, because we need enough space in the back so that we can back up. You're too close to the truck, Johnny. Okay. Remember we spoke about this, right? So what we need to do is back up a little bit and give you enough space so that you have enough. You know, as a new driver, you're a little too close to the truck. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Look what's behind you as well. And the car's behind you. Look over your shoulder. I'm not telling you to look back here. Don't even look at this camera right here. We're not going to start with that. All right, now you can back up. Your front wheel, okay, that wheel controls where direction you're going to back up into. Okay, let's slowly put on our brakes. Okay, back into drive. Let's go over to the left of the truck. Perfect distance. Okay. All right. Now let's put go up a little bit and let's straighten your car up a little bit. Go forward. Because right now you're at an angle. Let's straighten your car up a little bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's stop. All right. Now let's go into in reverse. You can do this. You got it. Okay. So we need to get back to that driveway right there. All right. So let's start to back up. Look over your area and everything else. You have clear area. So, but you also have to make sure you know to remember you can't turn too sharp because you have a what?
A car.
A truck right here. A parked truck that's not moving. All right. Let's proceed. Pay attention to how when you turn your wheel, where the direction your car goes. Okay. You're doing good. You know, you have to cut it a little bit more, but you're doing real good. Make sure you keep watching as far as whatever you have behind you and on the side of you as well. Take your time. You're releasing it too much. You still need to cut. Okay. You don't want to cut too much, but you still have to cut a little bit. All right. Make sure you know you got two shoulders to look at to make sure you're going into the right direction. See the direction of your car. You sure that's what you want to do? Give it a little gas. Okay, you know, see you're approaching that shed. Okay. Good job. Good job. Now, we're at a conclusion. What do we need to do? Turn your car off. Excellent. Good job. First lesson.